influencer?
Not really. I have a YouTube channel called Walking Minnesota, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider myself. I don't have much influence.
Do you walk a lot of
Yeah, basically just walking around and showing Minnesota to
Cool.
people, be it from here or elsewhere.
Well, I heard this place just opened up again after years, so I thought I'd check it out. It's pretty
Yeah, it just opened up last week, right?
That's right.
After about 4 years.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk around by the Wild game today. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot they're playing in there.
Yeah. You too. Let's see. All right, we are outside of Mickey's Dining Car, recently reopened, as you just heard, after about 4 years. We are having gimbal issues here at the moment. Hopefully that's not battery related. Let me see here. Right. All right, let's see if we get this gimbal to work a little better there. Sorry about the rough start. All right, so we're outside of Mickey's Diner, the old dining car made famous by, well, kind of just being a St. Paul institution. Also made famous by the Mighty Ducks films. It closed around the time of the pandemic and just recently came back last week. So a lot of people in St. Paul and Minnesota are very excited to come back and hopefully get some good food from there. I'm definitely excited to get up there, hopefully sometime this winter. Very cool spot. But it is October 10th, 2024. We're in St. Paul, Minnesota. We're gonna walk around downtown St. Paul, walk around the hockey stadium for a bit here. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. Here is the Minnesota Children's Museum. Don't think I've been in St. Paul since last winter, so it's definitely been a hot minute. Well, actually, I was in St. Paul last week for the the marathon, but that wasn't downtown St. Paul, so it's a whole other thing. See the Fitzgerald Theater. That is F. Scott, not Edmund. We are coming through towards more central downtown St. Paul. Candyland, where they now have boo bags. I wonder what a boo bag consists of. Oh, we have the Minnesota Lynx tonight too. So the Minnesota Lynx start their 2024 WNBA championship run tonight. I don't know if that's already started or it's going to be coming up in a bit here. It is Candyland, and you've got, that's Lucy there, right? Eating her caramel apple. She's got a lollipop. some big popcorn. Here on the left is the Tria Rink and the St. Paul Event Center, which used to be the home of the Minnesota Whitecaps hockey team. It is the Minnesota Wild practice facility. Palace Theater. So there's a really nice space here, really nice pedestrian space, but there's no one out here. Afro Deli's great, but doesn't appear to be a popular pregame spot. Looks like we've got Johnny Marr coming up on Friday of the Smiths. This is restaurant at the Palace. So rectangle pizza, the Detroit style pizza. What's that? Yeah, it's called Walking Minnesota. Yeah. There we go. Go wild. The Loon Cafe over here. I think last time I walked around here, it was like the middle of winter and there was some sort of, might have been spring. There was supposed to be like the longest ice bar or something going on. And it was really just a bunch of small ice bars on in front of different places. But it ended up being too hot out. So they were like melting and there weren't a ton of people out. I don't remember. Sounds vaguely familiar to me. It is currently 6:30, so a lot of people filing in towards the hockey stadium. I think the hockey game starts at 7. We'll walk over there, get some of the activity around there. Maybe go over to West 7th for a bit. But it is an absolutely gorgeous night in St. Paul, Minnesota today. You can see the trees are changing, getting some color to them, but it is still warm and nice. Hey, we got Slimy Cheesecake out here. How you doing today, Slimy? We hoping for a fight today or no? Never. Here's the beautiful St. Paul Hotel. and the Landmark Center. Landmark Center being one of my favorite buildings in the Twin Cities. You know I'm a sucker for a clock tower. These old Richardsonian style, Romanesque. Yeah, this is Rice Park. I think it's home to this is where the winter carnival is, I believe, which I went to last year, so I should have more confidence in saying that. The St. Paul's, or was it Ramsey County? St. Paul, the Central Library over there. Hey, this guy's giving me the finger. Right back at you. The St. Paul Information Station out here. And this is the RiverCentre that connects to the hockey stadium. It's really nice there for the those winter days. It's cold out here, you can walk through there. Hey, Eddie P says, hello, walking Minnesota, watching from Toronto. Hey, Eddie. Hope you are well today. Glad you're tuning in. Hope it's a nice day in Toronto. We'll go look over the river in a bit. Let's see the gorgeous sunset beneath the flatlands of Minnesota.
Okay, great. Yeah, they expect a lot of people.
So here on the right is the RiverCentre. I know I was reading last week about them wanting to do renovations to both the RiverCentre, the St. Paul Convention Center, and the hockey stadium to the tune of upwards of $150 million, if I remember correctly. So potentially some costly renovations coming this way, which I don't know how I feel about that. I know Minneapolis had a 150 million plus renovation to Target Center about 6 or 7 years ago, maybe 7 years ago now. And they already want a new stadium. I think the new owner wants a new stadium or something, so they're looking at a new location, which we spent all that money that recently just to abandon it less than a decade later. Does not seem efficient to me. Oh, I gotta get in there so I can get that towel. They've got the opening night rally towel. Just what I need, more knickknacks. Minnesota's culture capital. St. Paul is being advertised as on the wall there. And now we're passing the RiverCentre, coming up on the XL Center, the hockey stadium. I don't know much about the hockey team here, who they're playing tonight, whether they're supposed to be good this year, or anything like that, but I hope everybody who's out here has a good time. I do enjoy going to sporting events, but hey, sorry man, good luck. But I do not have all those details. Slimy says a Wild fan has fallen into the Mississippi River. I don't know if I believe that. We got Trampled by Turtles later this month, Disney on Ice, Pink, Billie Eilish. Let's play hockey.
Friday until Saturday night.
It ends up being that
Looks like we've got some sort of wild drum line out front. Oh God, they're coming straight for us. Ooh. I'm going the wrong way here. I feel like the drummer across the street is stealing that guy's thunder. Slimy says they made up the Wild fan falling in the river. Just a little thing, they said. And walking Minnesota on ice. There'll be plenty of that this summer. Or not this summer, hopefully not this summer. Oh no, this winter. I wasn't able to do much on ice last year because of the lack of ice. I think I went to the pond hockey tournament, but there wasn't a ton of stuff to do because most of the lakes weren't super thick in the city's area. And walking Minnesota has kind of become walking Twin Cities. I don't get out enough. But maybe this year. Maybe next week. Excuse me. The truck park, the little faux food trucks in there, the little mini kitchens, and then the sausage spot. Slimy says they were disappointed, I think, by the lack of ice last year, the lack of winter. Me too. I think we had like a couple weeks of actual really frozen over weather, and then it heated up again pretty quickly, which made for quite the disappointing winter. Jinsol is here today. Says, did you say a drummer is stealing another's thunder? Yeah, so there's like a drummer sitting outside playing and singing and asking for money, or well, he's got a hat or something out for you to put money and tips in or whatever. And then across the street, you had the teen drummers, where there's like 3 of them or whatever. And there's a lot more to them, and they're a little bit more a whole group going together. So kind of drowning out the guy out there by himself playing on the little drum.
But he didn't pass all the Falcons.
So are you
Which way to the bar?
That's what I said.
Oh no, Jinsol is calling for fights again. Hello, turkeys. Couple sunglasses emojis out there. We need moon glasses for the moon up there. Let's go see this guy playing guitar across the street. Yeah, this one here, Luis, this is 1885. Gorgeous. Obviously had a couple renovations over the decades, but beautiful building. Oh, maybe I need to push the button to get across the street. All right, I think we can go. Here we go. A little skeleton and some bats in there. Someone lost their lunch. Got these guys jamming out. Look at that guy just chilling with a cigarette, jamming on his guitar. Jinsol says, for the spooky season. Yeah, we've been celebrating spooky season. I went to the, on Monday, I went to the, what's it called? Minnesota Zoo, and they had this like pumpkin display thing. It's called like the Jack-O-Lantern Spectacular. Look at that, good boy, good boy. And it was super cool. There was over 5,000 pumpkins at it. And there were a lot more. I expected them to be cool and kind of intricate, but some of them were incredible. Really, really good time out there. St. Paul's Little Italy. Parking. There's the St. Paul Cathedral up ahead. And then here we are coming back to 7th. One of the more happening areas in St. Paul, entertainment district or whatever. Lots of new apartments. Slimy says, wow, look at that beautiful building. And then the camera zooms out for it to be revealed that it's a parking ramp. Pretty much. We need to do a series on the parking ramps of Minnesota. Cosetta's has a really good red velvet cupcake. Might have to go check that out sometime. Cosetta's is awesome if you're watching along and have never been in there before. It's a little Italian spot, restaurant, bar, and then a little grocery store and whatnot in there. Not grocery store, but like deli and stuff. Market. Wild Bill's. Yeah, a little cafe. There's like the little dessert cafe in there, and then the restaurant and bar upstairs. Enforcing the rules of good times, cold beer, and great food.
No, it doesn't. I've done this.
Sure.
What's wrong? My numbers were. What's wrong with changing the numbers? Well, you can change numbers. I don't think you have to.
Slimy says if you get some spaghetti there, you can make some really good spaghetti and meatballs. Sure enough. I believe it. I trust you fully. Got the new apartment building over here. And the Apostle Supper Club. One culture shock for me when I came to Minnesota was motorcyclists riding without helmets. I thought that that was a pretty common law to require motorcycle riders to have a helmet. Enter to win 2 lower level seats. Wild versus CBJ. Thursday, October 10th. That's today. It might be a little late. Slimy says they should make a nature documentary of wild things. Look at that. It's like a tiki bar. This is a sidewalk, no driving. The Arlo. So got the courtyard right across the street from the hockey stadium, Apostle Supper Club. So I thought this was like a supper club, but it looks kind of like a tiki bar in there. Well, there's kind of a bit of similarities between the tiki bar and supper club vibe. Radio Flyer says, what's your opinion on the graffiti in Minneapolis? I don't have a strong opinion on it either way. I don't know if it's if you're asking my opinion on if like the people doing graffiti are talented and doing a good job of it, or if there's too much of it, or if it's like a good or bad thing in either way. And occasionally I'll see something written in graffiti throughout the city that I think is kind of funny or clever. I think there's a couple clever people out there writing stuff with their spray paint, but obviously a bit frustrating if you're owning or running a business and you have someone writing on your wall and you have to paint over it before the city finds you. Here we have the wild fans. They flock together to see their favorite hockey player. Their diet consists of beer, cheese curds. They roar at the sight of a goal.
Back up, please. Back up.
Back it up, back it up, back it up. Tried to go for it, but it didn't work. Here you see the wild flock of wild fans congregating in their natural habitat, in their traditional garb of green sweater and Mighty Duck sweater. Got this Red Bull vehicle over here. Serengeti says, thank you for walking 7th Street. Yeah, I'm glad 7th Street exists, glad there's stuff going on today, and it's such a joy to see people out and enjoying the cities. I'm happy to be here. Glad you're here watching too. Goes for anybody watching now, anybody watching in the future. Much appreciated. I don't think I went to a Wild game at all last year. Hopefully this year I'll go to one. Did go to a PWHL game. A lot of fun there. Took my kid to their inaugural game, and I think it broke like a women's hockey or women's professional hockey attendance record. Which is cool to be a part of. But I think the record was broken shortly later.
I do.
There's like this ring inside the stadium on the that middle level there. You can see all these. You can't really, because there's a bar right in front of it. Right where I'm walking, the thing I'm talking about. This layer right here, all the jerseys. There's like all the high school jerseys in Minnesota for all the high school hockey teams. And every year in, I don't know what month it is, January, February, March, something like that, they have the high school hockey tournament here. People go wild for it. Look at all those people. I prefer the nature documentary style commentary on them. Look at all those people. Oh, you got Royce White advertising to the hockey fans. I'm gonna get away from the speaker playing AC/DC there. We're gonna head over towards the Science Museum of Minnesota now and go look over the Mississippi River. Slimy says they believe it's December. Sounds right to me. This guy, I don't know if you could hear that on the mic. This guy back here just yells, "We're effing back, baby!" He's juiced, amped, so excited. Well, here's the drummers again. Slimy heard it on the rewatch. So if you want to rewind to hear the guy cursing for joy, have at it. Really not as much like activation or stuff going on around the stadium as at some of the other games. Like if you go to the soccer game, there's booths and stuff out front that different vendors and stuff are selling things, and then you go to the Vikings one, there's all kinds of stuff out there that people are giving out. You may recall me getting free popsicles at that Vikings game. Oh, Iron Maiden coming up here. When's that? The free popsicle. Oh, here's the Royce White guy again. I think he's just driving laps around. Go Lynx too. There we go. But yeah, I got the free Johnny Pop outside of the football game, but they're not giving out any free stuff here. I'm so disappointed. Some of these pedestrian wait times are kind of long. There we go. Hey. Slimy says they love Johnny Pops, as do I. Great popsicles, great Minnesota company. And the best thing about them is when they're free, because free stuff is the best stuff. All right, coming up here on the Science Museum of Minnesota. I think there's some dinosaurs in there. Not live, just the bones. And then the Mississippi River Visitor Center. I was recently at, I don't remember where it was. Some state park or something, and they were talking about this Mississippi River Visitor Center, and they were saying I should come visit this place. It's a National Park Service Visitor Center, and they said that you do not have to have a Science Museum ticket to go in, although it is connected to the Science Museum. Too much glare, you can't see the dinosaur. Yeah, it's just, there's too much glare right now, but there's a large dinosaur bones in there. And then these stairs that get closed down in a few weeks here, once they start freezing over. But as for now, is a beautiful night looking over the Mississippi River. I think a couple years ago I walked down by those apartments down there, those new builds on this side of the river. You can see this boat that's heading out for an evening cruise. All right, let's head back to Rice Park and then we'll go somewhere else from there. There we go, I made it. I wasn't sure if I was going to get there in time. Oh, I thought that was a rat, but it's a squirrel. Running along the trim there. The molding. All the tour buses dropping people off somewhere. I think at the theater over here. I'd imagine if they were dropping people off at the hockey game, they would have been here significantly earlier. I was like, why is this guy honking? But it would appear as though someone was trying to get him to honk. You have Ain't Too Proud, the musical celebrating the life and times of the Temptations tonight.
For the concert.
And Little Mermaid coming up. Mean Girls. and Mystic Pizza. Looks like it's the last weekend for the Ain't Too Proud musical. Love the Landmark Center all lit up here. The natural thing to say is always like, oh, look at this, but like, if you're watching, like what else would you be looking at? I don't know. Maybe your phone. If you're watching on a TV, who knows? Maybe you're looking away. Let's go wide angle. People enjoying the park. I kind of want to walk up to the cathedral, but I'm not sure how to get there. Let's go through the RiverCentre, which I don't know what service will look like in there, and if it will cut away. This is kind of a big building, which might not have the best signal inside of. That's a fun outfit.
Or December. I kind of want them in for January.
All right, entering the RiverCentre here. Serengeti says it pleases me to see St. Paul bustling in activity this evening. Usually it's pretty slow and sleepy. Yeah, unfortunately the evenings in the Twin Cities don't have a ton of foot traffic outside of events these days. Especially St. Paul. But definitely Minneapolis too. Here is the Roy Wilkins Auditorium. I think that's where the roller derby plays. They have concerts in there. And then down below there, the shades are all closed, but there's a like an event hall down there. One time when I came through here, there was a dog show down there. Opening night. BSN, Seattle. Oh, Educator Appreciation Day. And then they don't have any home games for the whole rest of the month. Oh yeah, there's your Minnesota Roller Derby. Definitely a fun time worth checking out there at Roy Wilkins. They do a bunch of concerts and stuff here. Green Day, Rush, all kinds of different musicians. You got the Dancing with the Stars tour. Oh my God, Fleetwood Mac. All right, how do I get out of here? I think that takes you into the stadium. There's some sort of hockey thing going on down here today. Looks like I missed the party. This is probably going to be locked. Nope. Looks like there's a big green carpet. I don't know if they had like the players greeting people and signing autographs on there or something earlier or what. But Minnesota's culture capital. Oh, there it goes. Opening night green carpet player arrival and VIP party. You have the Minnesota Council of Nonprofits annual conference. And then the hockey game. And now it's dark. All right, so we'll see Serengeti if it's going to be looking like more like a normal night out here now. Now that the hockey game started, let's see how quiet it is on West 7th. Getting a picture of the new Minnesota flag.
Hi.
Hey!
Hi.
Are we live?
We're live. We'll do it live. Oh, I kind of want to go over and see the dining car. I'll bet that looks cool at night. I don't know. It's probably going to get pretty quiet out here now. Maybe I should just go eat at Cosetta's or DeGidio's or something.
Oh, that's right.
Or ride the 3A to downtown Minneapolis. KRPIC, KTPA. Someone says, what's the score of the game? I haven't the slightest idea. I know it started within the last 10 minutes, so probably 0-0, but I don't know. I'm just walking around the exterior. I'm sure if I went closer there, I could get a better view and see one of the screens they have in there showing it, but my main goal right now is to get away from this blaring country music. Come Friday night, I like to party hard, he says. Oh, good for him. Home of the Grape Ape. It says 0-0. I can confirm that now. It is 45 seconds into the season. All right, I gotta stop for a second to tie my shoe here. Zamboni's Cafe, Pizza, and Pub. Oh man, it's kind of cool up there. You can, looks like you can watch from that rooftop deck at the country themed bar and see like views of the cathedral from up there, which is awesome. See, this place cleared out. Chicken, ribs. Now, all these bartenders will hang out and wait 2-3 hours until the end of the game and maybe get busy later. Hey. Kind of a cool antique store here. The man who came to dinner, the horror. Oh, you got the Minnesota Twins Homer hanky, which big news in the Minnesota Twins camp today. The owner just went public with their plans to sell the team. Poland or something like that. Poland, I don't know. Which I think a lot of people are excited because a lot of sports fans assume that, oh, if we get a new owner, they'll spend more money and the team will be better. But I'm always fearful that a new owner means moving a team to a different city or maybe a new stadium or a wide variety of things that are not as exciting as they may seem at face value there, I guess. All right, so as you can see, West 7th here is just cleared out. The bars have a trickle of people in there, but nothing like there was 30, 40 minutes ago. Some motorcycle traffic today. The St. Paul call signals don't tell you to wait like the one in Minneapolis. In Minneapolis, you push the little button here and it goes, wait, wait. I know for about other recent St. Paul news is for about 20 years they were considering putting a streetcar, I think, from the stadium all the way to Mall of America. So connecting downtown St. Paul to the Mall of America via streetcars or little trains. And that plan was just completely scrapped within the last few months. They threw it out the window, which I think they'd been exploring for about 20 years. That's how long those transportation projects can take. Serengeti says, before it gets too cold, I wish you would walk Summit Avenue and show some of the old beautiful homes in the area. I used to live 2 blocks from Summit in Lexington. I would love to. Yeah, so I was up there on Summit during this weekend during the Twin Cities Marathon. This is just a real quick pause. This is Parlor. Makes one of the best burgers in the Twin Cities. It is such a fantastic burger. Cannot recommend it enough. This place is so good. I think the rest of their food is probably great too, but I think they had a chicken sandwich, if I remember too, that we liked pretty well, but the burger was the standout. But yeah, as Serengeti says, the homes on Summit Avenue are absolutely gorgeous. I think it is the longest remaining stretch of Victorian homes left. So there's cities that have more Victorian homes, but I think it's like the longest single stretch of Victorian era homes at this point. And super beautiful up there. I think it would be really cool to get out there. Hopefully before winter hits. I did enjoy walking around up there, but the marathon was going on, as I mentioned, which was kind of hard because I was like, should I be streaming these people running by, or should I be streaming the? Because I mean, I was trying to stream the marathon because there were people who were like watching to see their friends and stuff, and I kept getting distracted by the homes and kind of just wanted to look at those because they're so gorgeous. But yeah, that is a high priority for me, is to get up to Summit Avenue and record up there. I don't know if it would be cool this fall, if it would be cooler to wait until winter and walk up there, walk along there in the snow, see all those Victorian homes in the snow. That could be beautiful too. I think whenever I get up there, it's going to be a cool spot to see. Serengeti says, yes, it is the longest stretch of those Victorian homes in America. Cool. So here you've got the original Hope Breakfast Bar, open in this old fire station. Now I believe the Hope Breakfast Bar team has like 6 or 7 locations throughout the Twin Cities. One just opened in Minneapolis in the North Loop neighborhood. I think it's like hospitals and stuff over here, so it might not be as exciting. We've got Children's Minnesota, Alina Hospital. The Mother Baby Center. Oh shoot, let me get this call signal before it changes. It didn't give me a walk signal. Come on. I'm going anyway. Yeah, so it feels like it's October, it's fall, but it feels like a summer night. It was 80 degrees or so today. Really warm day, unseasonably warm. I think in the past, they used to do this event called Hocktoberfest, where it was like a hockey Oktoberfest. They did like a street fair outside on West 7th before the Wild home opener. And I wish they'd bring that back, just because I love a good outdoor event around a big celebration, but might not have been good for liquor sales inside the stadium, and might have led to some people getting maybe overserved before going into the game, which can lead for a long night for the security and the staff at the game. I don't know. I did go to a concert at Roy Wilkins one night when that Hocktoberfest was going on, and it was fun. It was Queens of the Stone Age and Royal Blood played there. It was a great concert. Both great bands. Serengeti says, I should have said Summit Avenue is the longest stretch of well-kept mansions in America. Yeah, the old well-kept ones. I love a good old Victorian home. Beautiful. That is one that I'll probably not do a live stream of, because there are walking tours you can do with those, and you can get a guided tour that will tell you some of the history of each home. But I might just record it and walk by and leave it without me yammering over it. You don't always have to hear me talking. Yeah, the hospital and health district is likely not as exciting as the boisterous hockey fans outside of the bars a block up. Oh well. You can see the Minnesota State Capitol in the distance. Hey, there's my hand. I think when we get to this corner, we should be able to see the cathedral up there. Serengeti says, thank you for acknowledging my comment. Absolutely, you're welcome. Glad to have you here interacting. Says, yes, would be great to be, make sure you get the great views and details of the homes. Yeah, I think that's part of why it'll be cool to do the, like the 4K, the non-live, because you can get a little higher video quality there too. Which is always cool for those videos that have a little better details, or those places that have nice intricate details. This is the Allina Health Minneapolis Heart Institute of St. Paul. Something's rustling in these bushes next to me. Hopefully it's not a snake looking to bite me. Right. These are dark stairs. Why don't they have the lights on? Is that are these lamps victims of copper wire theft? I believe so. Yep, someone cut the wire there and took off with it. Absolute jerk. Prioritizing a little bit of money over the benefit of all the people who use this bridge. Stairs closed. Well, that's not good. I think there's like a... Is there a fence up there? Is there a fence up there blocking the stairs? Is there a fence up here blocking the stairs?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Well, that's not ideal. Now I just get to walk in the road. And then now I don't know how close this will come out to the cathedral. But less than ideal. Another gate. Clark Kent says there's nothing really to see up that way. Yeah, I was trying to get to the cathedral. I don't think that's gonna happen. Should probably just head back. But then that's admitting defeat, and I'm pretty stubborn, so. All right. Well, thank you for letting me know there's nothing up that way. I did want to go up to the cathedral because it looked kind of cool in the light, but yeah. Oh well. Some days. I feel like the stretches that'll take you eventually up to summit, if I remember correctly. It just might take a while, right? And then summit's obviously going to be better during the day, or not when it's dark like this. Yeah, I'll avoid the, Clark Kent says if you could get up those steps, you would be closer. There is a side path you could take, but it might be sketchy. Yeah, I'll avoid the, excuse me, sketchy path at the moment. And just come back another day. And I can either ride my bike or park up there and walk around after that. Serengeti says, do the cathedral when you begin the tour of Summit Avenue. Absolutely, yeah. I just wanted to go see it at night because it looks nice all lit up, but I'm not sure the best way to get up there right now. Like all these stairs are busted too. I don't know if you can see it, but like middle part of those stairs is chipped away. Massive chunks taken out of the stairs. I don't know what happened there. Oh well. A bunny. Well, the thought was there. And we're back by the hospitals. May Costa says, hello from Arizona. Would you walk around with your kids around this area at night? Over there by the hospital? I mean, yeah, but I have no reason to because the lights were out and the stairs were closed, so I wouldn't because there's not much going on. 7th Street here, definitely, especially when there's a hockey game going on, no concerns there. I know that I've heard of fights and whatnot going on West 7th at bar close. So outside of Tom Reed's and New Bohemian, all the bars here after midnight at like 1 a.m. But I mean, it's highly unlikely I'll be walking around with my kids when there's a bar fight going on. And if there is a bar fight going on, I probably won't be involved in it. But yeah, I would and I have walked around this area with my kids. They love walking around here. They love Cosettas. We got street musicians out here. We got senior citizens out here, all different kinds of people enjoying the night. May says, we visit Minnesota every summer and we are planning on moving to Eden Prairie next July. Awesome. Well, best of luck in the move. Eden Prairie, obviously very nice place. Good access to the cities while still being a little quiet. All kinds of different restaurants and stuff. And then soon it'll be accessible by the light rail train too. But yeah, West 7th here, no real concerns. I mean, there's hockey game is still 0-0 for those wondering. Obviously, there's areas of both Minneapolis and St. Paul that unfortunately have people around that you might not want to bring your kids near, but for the most part, it doesn't really get the feeling of dangerous. It's just kind of like sad, which you don't necessarily have to hide your kids from that stuff, but it's just hard to see, right? A lot of questions about how society has gotten to where it is that can be difficult to answer for your kids. Yeah, I I'll walk most anywhere in the cities with my kids, and
I don't know. What are you guys?
sometimes they have questions about what they see, and I'm always happy to talk with them about it. Luckily, they know as well as I do that I don't really know much, so I'm not always right. There's that little dessert cafe in there. May says they love the city, but have 3 girls under the age of 14, and the suburbs would be a better option right now. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever you feel is best, whatever you feel is safest, and whatever you feel is gonna have your kids be happy, healthy, and thriving, right? And then you visit the city whenever you want, right? So there's that gorgeous St. Paul Cathedral that I was wanting to walk up to, but could not find my way to. The Tiki Bar. This is the courtyard of the Courtyard by Marriott. I think you have the hotel there, and then apartments over here. And s'morgies. Couldn't tell you a thing about it. Except that they have $5 Miller Lite pints during Vikings games. Looks like people are celebrating a Minnesota Wild goal. And these pedestrian wait times in St. Paul are a bit excessive in my opinion. And then you get impatient like me, and then you're putting yourself in danger. All right, well, we are coming up on a full loop here. I started out over by the dining car. It's been about an hour and a half. I'll probably walk up to Mickey's dining car here and then end the stream in a minute or two. But thank you everybody who has watched tonight or been communicating in the chat. I appreciate you all, and I hope everybody who watches back in the future, not back to the future, but watches the video back in the future, is enjoying it as well. Now that is an office with a window. These Ecolab offices, concrete wall and tiny little window on the top. Are they preventing distractions or what? Look at those Mickey's lights. Those have probably been lighting up for the whole time, as far as I know, but they look cool, and it's exciting now that it's back. So as I said at the beginning of the stream here, Mickey's dining car in front of us was closed from 2020 until last week. The Minnesota and Minneapolis and St. Paul community are super excited to have it back. The local legend has returned. Whoa. I was wondering what I was hearing. We got chickens back here. Can you make it chicken sound, chickens? Oh, they're cooped up in there. We got the dining car here. All right, well, thank you for watching, everybody. Have a great rest of your night, and I will see you all next time. Take care.